Hello and welcome to another one of Charlie's hikes. I'm climbing the ridge here out of Pass Creek where I camped for the night. Got in last night around 4 p.m. and it was a little after 4 I think, but had time to do a whole bunch of things. And I needed to do those, including going through my food and doing a full inventory. I was carrying a lot of extra food because last few days I just haven't been up for eating lunch and dinner. It's been either or. I've been starting to substitute dinners, which are a little bigger for lunches, but I ended up, and I've never done this, or only done it like maybe one other time, ended up putting some of that stuff in a pit toilet just to, not the plastic, but just the food ingredients, just to lighten my load. So today I estimate my pack's 17 pounds and feeling great, hiking out with the liter and a little bit of water on top of that. Liter of electrolytes, and beautiful morning. It's warm already up on this ridge. Feeling good. Got a lot of my aches and pains worked out. I haven't been sleeping well. I think I was averaging about 6 hours a night for the last 5 or 6 nights. Even got an early start at Rainy Pass, 3:30 wake up. So I haven't had a good sleep in a long time. Last night I got 8 hours, and that's going to help be restorative. Today we're looking at, I think it's about 22 miles. I'm going to stop about 2 miles short of Stevens Pass. That's where I'll get the Amtrak bus. It comes at 11:30 in the morning, so I'm going to make reservations for tomorrow. Get it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get cell service tonight. I might walk up the trail a little bit because it's really close to where I'm going to camp. And should be another great day of views. It's supposed to be sunny. It did get a little hazy yesterday, so I'm expecting some of that. Got absolutely eaten by mosquitoes last night. Let me think, what else? A couple other things. The plant stuff. Sorry, I'm still waking up. The plant matter that I was dealing with a few days ago that I got on myself. Hogweed. Got more of it on me in Milk Creek. I actually got it on my fingers and then on my face because I touched my face without thinking because I thought there was something on my face. And anyway, I could feel a burn on my face. I applied immediate hand sanitizer, and that seemed to work like a charm. No issues in my leg, which got drenched with that stuff a few days back on day 2 of this section K. This is day 6. We're going to finish on day 7. Yeah, no issues there. Washed my buff out, used my buff again for buff things as opposed to extra sunblock on my leg. So all is well there. I'm sure there are a few other things I could mention, but that's enough talking for me for now. Let's enjoy these views. Last quick update, battery. So after being out 5 days from Stehekin, got a 20,000 milliamp charger. I burned a lot of battery on day 1. Texting with my wife on the Garmin about hogweed and a few other things. So yeah, I was running really low the last couple of days. 2 days ago, I hit 1 bar on the battery bank, and I've never been that low before, so I didn't know what I could do after that. So I just kind of played it out, let everything go down. Was pretty cautious yesterday. And then last night, figured out what most needed charging and nearly tapped out the battery bank, but it's still got a little bit left. So that's for emergencies. But I got my phone up to 100%, and I also found my spare battery for this camera, so I'm definitely able to film more today. I didn't put it in its usual spot. It was kind of in my miscellaneous bag, and should have looked early on. Just didn't think of it. I just thought it was something I left at home. Anyway, that's it. Battery update. Battery's looking great for finishing this trip off. And should be able to listen to some music and some audiobooks again today. So very happy about that. Making a quick shoe adjustment, but these are some of the results of the hacking through Glacier Peak Wilderness, especially the rougher areas. This one hurt the worst. That's kind of a deep scratch. Got some bruises as well. Obviously some dirt. But yeah, I'd say that area left its mark. The bruises are from running into blowdowns I couldn't see and boulders I couldn't see and things like that. Up here on top of the climb, nice meadows again. It's gonna be a lot of meadow walking today, I think, once again, and just beautiful up here. Nice dry morning. and hearing some hermit thrush calls right now. All right, also hearing the olive-sided flycatcher. I was hearing the hermit thrush on the way up. About 1.5 miles in, I'm gonna stash my gloves in my pack in the front pocket and I'm good to go. So let's keep it rolling. Love these cool mornings. Hence you think the blowdowns are over. Basically every time you descend into the woods, you'll face some blowdowns, but these are the term that's used on far out, and I think it's accurate. A lot less technical than the blowdowns that were up at Glacier Peak Wilderness. I don't know how many of these are like from last winter. They just haven't been logged out yet versus older ones, but you know, you can always see how people go over. This one, you just step up with your left foot. Don't put it too far out on the branch. Go over up there, over. That's how, oh, you can go round. Often you have multiple options. Last one, there's probably a step over at the bottom end. As I've mentioned, those are the worst ones because sometimes that step over is really challenging. There's no way to go up. There's no way to go under. So you're kind of forced to go down and sometimes down climb and go back up. But it's the nature of blowdowns. It's to the point just on this whole section where I don't really even think about them. I just navigate them. It's just part of the trail. And this last one, it is rather nasty. There is a cross log down there. So you go the cross log and over. It looks like a lot of people have gone across here. This bark is pretty grippy. So I'm gonna try that. If it's too sketchy, I'll go down. Came around the bend earlier, worked my way down, and then came across that ridge. I might have been a little high on what I just pointed out, but basically the trail's over there, wraps around that ridge. It's always cool, especially in the PCT, you can see it, to look back at where you came from. Well, I just met with another hiker. I have forgotten his trail name. I'm so sorry. Good chat though. He's from Wenatchee. And he camped with Mojo last night at the lake just ahead where I'm gonna get some more water. And yeah, she's on track, so happy for her that she crossed this out. I'm sure that rocky section back there was really hot last evening and afternoon. He apparently lost an ultralight saw. It's up here somewhere. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. Maybe put it at the trailhead if he wants to get it back. Give him the full trip report. We all do that out here. You know, what's ahead, what's behind. All right, pressing on. Quick water stop. They're getting eaten by bugs today, but that's all part of the deal. And then onward. Already almost 7 miles into the day. And it's just maybe 8:30. Some of these are literally walk on the log scenarios. And this is one of them. Kind of like a stream crossing. And you got to figure out where to get out. Trail's down there, so that's my next step. I got to figure out where to get off. Well, I thought, it's late enough to turn on a little bit of music. And then I was thinking, I haven't seen a bear on this trip. And I startled something in the woods, just maybe 20 yards off trail. And it started moving quick, lumbering like a bear does, pretty loud. I didn't see it, so I don't really know what it was. I just yelled at it a bunch. But I see there's a switchback going the other way here, so hopefully it's not gonna go right below where I just heard the bear, but it might. So I'll be yelling some more. Anyway, a little bit of morning excitement. Music's off for the moment. Update from the trail. I opted not to take a side trip to a lake to get water because it looked like it was off trail a bit and downhill. Pretty buggy. And there was water 1.1 miles ahead at a tent site with a stream. Got to that, found out to get to the stream, you have to go through a bog. And that was super buggy in there. So I opted out of that rather than get totally soaked in a bog. So now I'm looking at 5.3 miles until the next potential water. Probably about 6 until solid water. So it is what it is. It just fouled up my cold soaking plans for lunch a little bit, but I'll just have a later lunch. And right now, I think this climb goes up a mountain, so should be good views at the top. So I walked up on this, on the climb, and just up in there, it's enough of an angle. I was able to get about 1.75 liters. So I am set. New electrolytes mixed up. Drank the old electrolytes. Life is good. Carrying on, the trail provides. Well, I'm very thankful for that water I picked up a while back. Got my cold soak on and been pulverizing the electrolytes I mixed up. I have another extra packet today, so I usually have 2, but I actually have an extra, so 3rd, and I'm gonna mix it up here at lunch. That was a dry stretch. There was one more water source just after the one I grabbed water from, and it was a good one actually. I probably could have gotten water even quicker out of that one, although the one I had was fine. After that, nothing, bone dry. I mean, you can see it on the map on far out. And yeah, good 7-mile stretch. I mean, it's nothing compared to Meadow Trail or desert hiking or anything like that, but I was reading 78 degrees up in the meadows, so pretty warm up there, baking in the sun for a long time. In fact, I'm kind of waiting for the woods to kick in. I've got some more descent here before I get to the lake, and looking forward to sitting in the shade, cooling off, and enjoying my cold soaked lunch. It's going to be an experiment. Today it's mashed potatoes and lentil flakes. I'm sorry, mashed potatoes and pinto bean flakes. And the pinto bean flakes, curious to see how well they rehydrate, because when I mixed that up and shook it, the mashed potatoes grabbed the water pretty quick, so fingers crossed. But anyway, I love the mashed potatoes, so at a minimum, I'm munching down a ton of mashed potatoes. Whole bowl full, and yeah, then quick report in terms of what's ahead. There's a 1,000-foot climb. I haven't looked at total elevation gain to come today, but there's a 1,000-foot climb coming up. Got a blowdown. I haven't had a blowdown in a while. And that's the last big climb of the day. Then it's just all downhill to Stevens Pass. I'm going to stop a couple miles short of that. And yeah, my right foot is a little sore. I put more Leukotape on it. I have some toes that are double taped at this point, which is the most I've ever done. Still a little sensitive, so I'm looking forward to airing my feet out down here, cleaning them off as best I can, possibly in the lake if it's easily accessible, or in the stream at a minimum. Anyway, that's it. Long report. On to lunch. Well, on the descent to Lake Janus, I found a blowdown to sit on. It just seemed perfect. Got my first blister. My feet were just a little too much to handle right now, so I decided to stop, check, put some more Leukotape on one foot, and on my other foot I worked out a blister and put Leukotape over that. And no mosquitoes here, which is great, but I'm having to kill horseflies trying to land on me. My lunch spot's a little bit of a dud over what I was hoping for, but I'm gonna see about access to Lake Janus, because it's just over there to the right. Well, I had lunch a little ways away from Lake Janus, hoping the bugs would stay away. Bad hopes. Didn't work out. Yeah, outflow there was a good sign. I got water from the outflow, carried it over, filtered a couple of liters of water, and let's see, I believe this is the PCT. Yes. A couple liters of water. Had a great lunch. That lunch worked out perfect. So that's like my favorite lunch so far, is anything with mashed potatoes, it seems. So for what it's worth, easy to stomach, pounded it down pretty well. A lot of biting flies there. I was amused by one trying to bite through my watch. And from here, 7 miles to go on this day, put me 2 miles out of Stevens Pass. If I want to stop early or need to stop early, I can. And put some more Leukotape on my heels, I think. Oh, and I switched my socks. So I don't have clean socks. I like a backup pair of clean socks, but I have yesterday's socks. And I figure they're dry and they'll at least give me some time before they turn into the socks I was wearing. So fingers crossed there. I'm gonna try to crank out some miles here with, maybe 3 hours of hiking left. All right, here we go. We've been out here a while. I have no idea if that's just like a standard sign or if there's actually a wildfire nearby. Fortunately, I'm getting pretty close to Stevens, so. Hey folks, well, I just wanted to share a little bit. This is introspective, but that's what these trails do for you. Yesterday afternoon, after splitting my hiking partner, I was feeling kind of low. My back was killing me. The heat felt worse. The miles felt harder. I'd done a couple of really big days in a row. And man, I started thinking about, maybe I'll just get the bus home when I get to Stevens Pass. And you know, Section K is a pretty amazing accomplishment. I really do feel good about it. But, you know, I'm just gonna keep going. Felt better, you know, this morning. Body's turning the corner. Yesterday was kind of both a low point and a turning point. My body, I could tell in the morning, it's climbing better than it has. Today I can tell I'm at like 4,000 ascending and descending, and yeah, I'm getting tired, but it's a lot stronger already after these several days in a row. And I just started thinking about all the people supporting me out here. So I'm not going to name them all off right now. I'll do that later. But yeah, I'm not an emotional guy, but I started tearing up because it's just, I think I really just found my why out here. I mean, I hike for self-discovery. And that's just it. And that can mean a lot of things, but or a bunch of other reasons, but that is the core reason. And I just appreciate all the people helping me have this experience right now. And yeah, that's it. Last time I looked, I was 5.6 miles to the camping spot for tonight. And all is well. Getting up here on a ridge and it's cooler. Nice little breeze.